Have you noticed that we haven't had any job reports lately? We haven't seen an inflation report. We haven't seen any kind of substantial reporting. So, just to give people an idea, this is the ADP National Employment Report. They put it out as more for the private sector, but it really gives us an idea. And so, November, we're down 32,000 in that sector. And from what I've looked at, it fluctuates, right? We're up a little bit, down, up a little bit, down. But this is just one metric. I think the other one that I thought was more concerning is the consumer price index. And this just obviously continues to rise. You can see little dips here and there on the scale. So 2000, 2020. Uh, anyway, the what we know is inflation continues to go up. It always goes up and it never comes back down. Prices always go up, prices never come back down. But the problem is we don't know what's going on because we are in the dark about everything. They are not releasing the reports. And what we do know is that they wouldn't hide the reports if the news was good news. So that's something we have to keep in mind. So ADP is telling us we're losing jobs, we're not getting any reports. So that's just something that we have to keep an eye on. Yeah, Jazzy. We have to start demanding, you know, what can we do? This is the hard part. What do we do? How do we demand that we have transparency? Any thoughts? Have you guys read anything about it?
You see, we're all speechless,
I know.
because like I said, I mean, we're fighting a corrupt government, and, it's I mean, we have protested, we've had the, No Kings protest, and, we boycotted Target, and which is working. So, it was progress in those 2 areas, but, people still gotta eat, and they still gotta shop for different things, you can't avoid it. After a while, you need some soap.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that as I was looking at the chart, I was looking up some of the measurements. 1947, the index was around a number of 22. In 1980, it was 85. In 2025, it was around 320. It's like, so what does that mean? Well, it means that prices today are 15 times higher than they were in 1950, 4 times higher in 1980, and already 2 times higher than in 2000. So we continue to see, is
Well,
this affordability?
we're in a time of the haves and the have-nots, and he doesn't care about the have-nots.
Mhm.
If you don't have it, he's not even interested. People say he's racist, in certain areas he did show racism, but if you got enough green, he loves you. He don't care about us. Isn't there a song, "They don't really care about us"?
He's always been he's a nasty man, and I don't think it helps that there's the medical condition that is contributing to it even more. I know we don't have any we don't really know that, but something's wrong. Something's
We don't
wrong,
know
and that's
anything.
no, we
Yeah.
don't know anything, and the lies come from the whole cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So the corruption, the money they're spending on this, that, and the other thing, and then there's this, right? Did you guys hear about this?
Straight up corruption in broad daylight. Donald Trump just got caught funneling $620 million to his own son through a Pentagon loan, the biggest loan the Office of Strategic Capital has ever issued. And here's how the grift works. A barely known startup called Vulcan Elements, which just so happens to be backed by Don Jr.'s firm 1789 Capital, suddenly gets a record breaking Defense Department loan. And this is not some one off, this is the fifth government deal tied to Don Jr.'s portfolio since Daddy came back to office. The other four, yeah, they've already pulled in a total of $735 million. That's $1.3 billion in taxpayer grifts flowing straight into Trump's world. Ethics experts are losing their mind because a president is supposed to not even have the appearance of steering any kind of money into their family. Remember Hunter Biden? Meanwhile, Trump's out here doing it like it's some kind of loyalty rewards program. Because if this isn't corruption, then that word doesn't mean anything anymore. Share your thoughts in the comments section and follow me for more.
He said, "I didn't know what I was doing the first time I was president, and this
Mhm.
time I do."
Mhm.
Well, I have a concern about his son-in-law too, Kushner.
That's right.
He's, he's messing around with a lot of stuff, in relationship probably to Saudi Arabia and Israel, and I'm sure he's getting money in his pocket too. And,
And every day they killing more, Palestinians.
Well, we've said this from the beginning that it's going to get really bad
yeah,
before it gets better, and maybe it has to for people to wake up. Unfortunately, we're caught in the crossfire.